Hi everyone, it is Christina Pridie here, better known as the Seamless Knitter here on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Ravelry, and on my website, ptboyarnshop.com. All this information will be linked in the description box below this video. In today's tutorial, I will be demonstrating how I do the Estonian braid, or better known as the lateral braid. So let's get started. Here I have a top-down raglan sweater that I've done the lateral braid around the neckline. I have done it at the bottom of the hemline, and I have done it at the bottom of the sleeve. So when you're looking at the sleeve and the cuff, you can see that the lateral braid looks like a row of chains. And if you turn it vertically, it looks like a row of knit stitches. I really like this stitch. It's just very decorative, and you can put it anywhere on a sweater just to fancy it up. So I'm going to show you how to do it on this sleeve cuff. But before I do, I just want to tell you a few little things that I do that have helped me doing the lateral braid. So I have knit this sweater, the body of the sweater, on a 5.5 millimeter needle. And I would suggest that you use a needle 4 sizes smaller to do your lateral braid. So let me just tell you a few little tips and tricks that I do before I start my lateral braid. So here's my sleeve, and I have done, a tapered sleeve, so there's decreases, and I have done my decreases in 10 rounds of knitting between each decrease. So on the last one, before I do the lateral braid, I've done my decrease and I've done 9 rounds of knitting here. So what I like to do is put this smaller needle on to do my last round of knitting. So like I said, I've used a 5.5 on the body. I'm using a 4.5 here to do the lateral braid. So that's 4 sizes smaller. And I'm using it to do the last round of knitting. So on my 10th round, I use this needle to tighten up that round before I do the lateral braid. Then I'll do the lateral braid, and then I will do my first round of ribbing after the lateral braid using this needle. And then I'll switch this needle out to a 5. Normally when you're doing your ribbing after you do the body of the sweater, in this case 5.5, I would go down to a 5 to do my ribbing, usually a half a size to do that, to keep it a little smaller and cinched in. So in this case, I'm going to do the first round of my ribbing using the same needle before I switch it out. Okay, so that's my little tips and tricks before I start. Now I'm going to show you how I do the lateral braid. Now I'm using the Addi Click interchangeable needles. So I have the 4.5 here to do my lateral braid. Because I'm a right-handed knitter, I'm using a 3.5 needle on my left because it just holds my stitches, isn't doing anything. And it's mainly, I use the smaller needle than what I'm knitting with, just so that the stitches can slide up nicely on the needle and over the join, so there's no pushing and shoving to get those stitches up. It just helps the flow of the knitting and makes it go a lot faster. So I have a stitch marker that's showing that this is the beginning and the end of my rounds. So I always knit the first stitch after the stitch marker just to hold it on so it doesn't fall off. So I'm just going to slip that stitch back over to my left hand needle so we can start the round of the lateral braid. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to knit into the second stitch of the left a second stitch on the left hand needle into the back of it. So into the back of the second stitch on the left hand needle, you're going to knit it. You're going to bring it up, but you're not going to take it off. You're going to swing the needle around and you're going to knit into the very first stitch, and you can just tighten that up a little bit. So you knit the first stitch and then you remove both of them off the left hand needle. So that's 1 and 2. Now you're going to transfer that last stitch that you knit on the right hand needle back over to the left hand needle purlwise. So we're going to go into that stitch, slip it over to the left hand needle. And as you can see, that stitch is on the left hand needle and the working yarn is attached to it. I know it's a little odd, but that's the way it is. It will work, trust me. So now you're going to repeat that process. You're going to knit into the back of the second stitch on the left hand needle. You're going to give it a tug on the working yarn to tighten up that stitch in front of it. And you're going to knit it, and you're not taking it off. You're going to swing the needle around and you're going to knit the very first stitch, and you're going to wrap the yarn around and bring it through as usual. And now you can remove both of them off the left hand needle. Okay, so now you're going to transfer that last stitch from the right hand needle back over to the left hand needle like that. And as you can see, it's quite a large loose stitch. By pulling on that working yarn, you can see it does tighten it up. But we don't do that until we're ready to wrap and knit our second stitch. So we're going to go into the second stitch on the left hand needle, and this is where you tighten up, so it tightens that stitch before it up. You want to make sure that all the chain stitches that you're making are uniform. So you're going to knit that stitch, but don't take it off. Swing the needle around and go into the first stitch, knit that stitch, bring it through as normal, and now you can remove both of them off the left hand needle like that. And then you're going to transfer that last stitch back over to the left hand needle purlwise and repeat this process. So we're going to do it a couple more times. So knit into the back of the second stitch on the left hand needle and bring the stitch up, but don't take it off. Swing the needle around to the first stitch and knit that one. Bring it through as normal and take them both off. 1, 2. Transfer that last stitch back over onto the left hand needle. Try not to split your yarns. Knit into the back of the second stitch. Tighten up that first one. Wrap the yarn around. Bring it through, but don't take it off. Swing the needle around. Knit the first stitch. Bring it through and take them both off. Transfer that stitch back over. And repeat. Knit into the back of the second one, tighten up the first, knit, don't take it off, swing it around, knit the first, bring it through, take them both off. Okay, at this point, I'm just going to stop there. I'm going to bring my needles through so that the stitches are on the wire so I can show you what it looks like so far. So there we have the lateral braid, as you can see, the chains forming. Okay, so what you're going to do at this point is you're going to complete the round. So you're going to do the lateral braid all the way around till you get to your very last stitch here at the marker. So when you're finished that, I want you to come back to my next video so that I can show you how to do the seamless lateral braid join. And I'm going to show you that here on my other sleeve cuff so that you know what I'm talking about. So this is the underarm. As you can see, my decreases followed up, and this is the join that I do, and you can see that all the chains are linked together as one, so you wouldn't be able to see where I started and stopped this lateral braid. So come back on my next video and see how I do that. So there you have it. If you found this tutorial helpful, please save it to watch it later, share it with your friends, give it a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of my next tutorial release. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you for watching and supporting my channel. Happy knitting!